Rosa Parks is extremely tired from a long day of work. While she was sitting on the bus, she was asked to give up her seat for a white man. She refused to give up her seat. This led her being arrested and started the Montgomery bus boycott. Parks became a nationalized, recognized symbol of dignity and strength in the struggle to end black and white segregation. Then, in October 2005, Rosa Parks died. In 1955, African Americans were still required to sit in the back of the bus. Black people were holding signs up because they didn't want to ride the bus. Black people thought they had a right to ride the bus. People marched down the streets ordering the white people to let them ride. Black people didn't even bother to talk to one because they were so mad. Some people were willing to be arrested so they could be equal. On December 5th, 90% of the black people did not ride the bus. For getting it wrong, they carpooled, walked, and rode a bike. Black people helped each other in any way they could. There was a group that was formed at Martin Luther King's church that helped the boycott a lot. Blacks got killed, injured. This event is important because black and whites can be in the same row. The Little Rock Nine. In Little Rock, Arkansas, in 1957, 9 brave African American students wanted to go to an all-white high school. When the students went to the school, the doors were blocked. The white students didn't want to let them in. The U.S. President called military troops to help the students into the school, and they were allowed in.
In Greensboro, North Carolina, February 1st, 1960, Martin Luther King's words got them started. 4 hungry friends eager to eat at the Woolworth lunch counter, David, Joseph, Franklin, and Ezel, sat quiet and still with hearts full of hope, with Dr. Martin Luther King's words strong and close. They were college students with a plan. All they wanted was coffee and a donut. They were the only black adults at the lunch counter. The others tried to ignore them, and a sign that said whites only, but they never moved to prove their point that black people should be allowed. And eventually, tons of black people came to the diner and everyone was allowed.
Back in August 28, 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. made his famous I Have a Dream speech. He had many beliefs. Some of his beliefs were his kids would live in a nation where his kids would be treated equally and white and black could go to school together. During his most famous speech, people made comments like, "Keep on dreaming, you're right, and I agree." This was one quote from his speech. "I have a dream that one day my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin but by the content of their character." That's the I Have a Dream speech. The assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. In early April 1968, shockwaves reverberated around the world with news that U.S. civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. had been assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. King had led the civil rights movement since the mid-1950s, using a combination of powerful words and nonviolent tactics, such as sit-ins, boycotts, and protest marches, to fight segregation and achieve significant and civil voting rights for African Americans. His assassination led to an outpouring of anger among black Americans, as well as a period of national mourning. King died on April 3rd, 1968. We remember Martin Luther King Jr. as an amazing leader who fought for equal rights for